Hi, this is Ananya and welcome back to my channel. For all of you who are new here, let me tell you what my channel is all about. I say my channel is for all the curious cats out there like me. I love studying and I love learning new things. My mind needs to be constantly stimulated, otherwise, I get bored and that makes me very cranky and miserable. So, here I discuss all about literature, philosophy, art, psychology, history, and whatnot. I dream of becoming ridiculously well read, someone who can quote Nietzsche. I have a master's degree in English, and I do have some knowledge about all these subjects. I don't claim to be an expert, but humanities is a pretty interdisciplinary subject, so you always have some knowledge here and there. And I'm still figuring out how to go about it, so please bear with me. In the meantime, if you consider yourself to be a curious cat too, then please subscribe to my channel. Let's learn together. So, Halloween just went by, which is why I thought of diving into this topic. Everyone on Instagram and YouTube seem to be talking about their favorite horror novels, and it's like the whole internet is on a horror bandwagon right now. So let's jump right in. Gothic literature emerged in the 18th century. It was a movement that was born from Romanticism, which in turn was a reaction against the earlier Enlightenment movement. The Enlightenment period was known for its rules, rigidity, and rationality. The authors of that period, Voltaire and Diderot, believed that logic could solve all human problems, whereas Romanticism advocated for emotion, imagination, nature, and individuality. Gothic took it to a more extreme level. While Romantic celebrated emotions, Gothic took that emotion and made it overwhelming, obsessive, and destructive. Think of Wuthering Heights and Heathcliff's obsessive love for Catherine. Gothic turned nature into something wild, terrifying, and sublime, like the moors in Wuthering Heights. Gothic literature explored the irrational, the unseen, and the taboo. Ghosts, curses, haunted castles, monsters, and madness were common elements of Gothic literature. This is to give you a little bit of background. I'll be doing another video soon on the different time periods of literature. The first Gothic novel was Walpole's The Castle of Otranto, which came out in 1764. Inspired by this, an explosion of Gothic literature came out, like Anne Radcliffe's Mysteries of Udolpho, Mary Shelley's Frankenstein, and Bram Stoker's Dracula. The Gothic was born out of romance. In fact, earlier Gothic novels even called themselves romantic novels, and they almost always had a woman at center. Female protagonists face extreme issues like madness, isolation, and oppression, which mirrors the real life conditions and fears of these women. These women are almost always damsels in distress, reflecting the anxieties around women autonomy, um, emotional expression, and sexuality. What made Gothic unique was that they existed somewhere between high literature and popular entertainment. These books were highly sensational, full of melodrama, mystery, and scandal. When books started becoming more and more accessible, um, people from all walks of life began to read them. Before this, only the aristocrats could get their hands on books. The lower gentry of England weren't drawn to books that were too intellectual or moralizing. They wanted something plain, entertaining, exciting, sensational. Stories filled with secrets, murder, forbidden love, haunted castles, and graveyards. So, Gothic literature shook the literary world by combining the imaginative beauty of Romanticism with the entertainment value of popular fiction. Unlike books produced in the Age of Enlightenment, these books didn't aim to deliver instructions or redemption. They were simply for escapism and enrichment of imagination. Gothic is all about something hidden, something always kept in the darkness, something which suddenly comes to light. A dark past coming to haunt the present. Freud's theories about the unconscious mind, repression, and the uncanny came out during this period. One of the most important elements of the Gothic is the sublime. It was Edmund Burke who presented this idea in his essay, A Philosophical Enquiry into the Origin of Our Ideas of the Sublime and Beautiful. He said that the sublime provokes awe, fear, and astonishment. Like when you look at the sky and see a bolt of lightning, it strikes fear and awe in one's mind. It evokes a feeling of overwhelm that there are things beyond your understanding and control. It's a physical sensory experience rather than something rooted in reason. According to Burke, the sublime arises from the feeling of terror. You look at the lightning and there is a feeling of terror, but you're also in awe because it's so beautiful. Burke said that encountering something overwhelming can produce a pleasurable aesthetic experience. For Immanuel Kant, it is encountering something so vast and complex that your imagination cannot quite grasp it. If we use the same example of the lightning and we don't know the scientific reason for it, we won't be able to grasp it completely. Like, why is it happening? It creates a tension between our sensory perception and rational understanding. Gothic literature creates sublime experiences through descriptions of haunted castles, dark forests, and vast land to evoke feelings of awe, terror, and foreboding danger. A common misconception about Gothic is that it is the same as horror, but Gothic is not about horror. Horror stems from fear. Gothic evokes feelings of terror, which is basically the fear of the unknown. So, Gothic literature took the ideals of Romanticism, like beauty, imagination, emotion, and plunged them into darkness. It explores what happens when human feelings goes too far. So that's it for today. Thank you for watching. And if you'd like me to do a video on a specific Gothic novel or characters, or you have any questions in general, let me know in the comments down below. And don't forget to subscribe if you'd like to keep learning about literature with me.